Welcome back to another video. We have officially closed out the first month of 2026, and this was a fantastic month for us. In this video, I'm going to explain the exact trade I took today, why I took it, the setup behind the trade, and then of course show you the real executions behind the trade. So let's get right into the stats. $330,000 month, 85% win rate, 94% daily win rate with a 16.15 profit factor, which is absolutely awesome. This month, of course, we can see 332,000. Today, I made $12,900 on one single trade, closing out the week for about $40,000. And this is a great way to start off the $10 million challenge because once again, I'm breaking down every single trade that I take this year transparently and honestly in front of you guys, whether I win or lose. So make sure to subscribe down below and make sure to like this video as well. But with that being said, let's get right into the setup. So today's setup was something that I've talked about before. This setup was what I talked about, I believe, 2 days ago, and that's going to be your previous day high. Your previous day high has the most liquidity, right? So when you have a candle, let's just say this is the daily time frame, your most liquidity is going to sit at the previous day high and the previous day low, right? So these levels up here and level below, and that's because near your previous day low, there's a lot of buy orders. That's why the stock bounced from that level. But when you break below, then there's going to be a lot of sell orders at that level because once again, that support is going to turn into resistance. Same thing with previous day high. Once you break above that level, that resistance now turns into support. You look for the retest and continuation back to the upside. So for myself today, I was looking for a previous day high retest on MU for continuation back to the upside. And I want to show you guys exactly how I actually ended up trading it. So this is the MU trade, $12,800. I took the 455 calls and you can see my exact executions where I entered, where I exited. But let's kind of break down this trade. So coming into today, right, what we had was SNDK earnings. And this is important to mention because SNDK earnings gapped up very big. So if I go over to the 1 minute time frame here, you can see SNDK, this is earnings. So we consolidated yesterday and then a huge move from almost 530s up into 680. So $100 move on the underlying stock. And so this was something that I was willing to trade today. And I'm going to show you my exact game plan coming into today as well. But I actually ended up trading MU for the move to the upside. Once again, this is at 9:12 a.m. today. The market opens at 9:30. I was looking at 3 names specifically. They were the names with earning: SNDK pre-market high or pre-market low retest, MU previous day high retest or pre-market high retest, and Apple previous day high. So this is kind of what I was looking for on SNDK. And then this is what I was looking on MU, which was either the previous day high retest for a move back to the upside or a pre-market high retest. And once again, I live trade in the accelerator every single day. As we can see on MU, buyers started stepping in right in the beginning of the day. However, I just wasn't able to enter into that name just yet because once again, that happened a little bit too quickly. And at that point, the spread was a little bit bigger on MU. Here we can see at 9:37, MU back at previous day high. Let's see if buyers step up. You can see where buyers are trying to step up back into that previous day high. Then I took MU 455 calls, let everyone know I wanted to see high of day. You can see the exact thought process of where I took that. And then you can see MU high of day pop. You can also see how I talked about my morning game plan and what I was looking for. And then MU actually started moving back up for continuation back to the upside. But let's actually break down what I was seeing on the chart for me to take this trade. So let's start off on the daily time frame. And remember, I've been trading for 7 years. I just want to remind you guys every time I show you these trades. So it did take me time to learn the setups and strategies that I'm talking about. But the goal is the more you watch these videos and the more you see me trading these setups in real time within the accelerator as well, the goal is that you'll see exactly what I see in real time as well. So once again, we have previous day high and previous day low. We mark that out on the daily time frame and then we come over to the 1 minute time frame. On the 1 minute time frame, you can see buyers stepped up pretty aggressively after earnings yesterday for SNDK. So after close, buyers actually ended up breaking this back above the previous day high. Once again, previous day high is right there. And what I was looking for coming into today, this is pre-market, right? So pre-market, we were above this level. I was simply looking for the retest of this on pre-market, right? So pre-market retest into this level for continuation back to the upside. Or if we wanted to show strength right off the beginning, right, then potentially a pre-market high retest for a move back to the upside as well, right? But we know that we actually ended up coming back into the previous day high. So let's play out this trade and see exactly what happened for me to enter this trade. As we can see, when buyers first come in within the first candle, buyers step up off that previous day high. This was just a little bit too quick of an entry for me because it was very hard to get filled in the very first 30 seconds of market open with the spreads on MU at the time on the 455 calls. So I didn't enter into MU here, but what I was looking for was simply strong price action for a move back up into high of day. Now, as we can see, MU comes back into your previous day high level. And as this candle is forming back above, right? So this is very important. We come back, we're basing near that previous day high. As this candle is basing above this down close candle, this green candle is moving back above. This is where I'm looking to enter the trade, right? And remember, I have to get entered with the higher spreads. So I was trying to get a better position through a limit order, which took a little bit more time. However, I was able to enter into this trade, and then I was looking for a move back to the upside. Now, my stop in this scenario can simply be a break back above this pivot structure or this down close candle. My profit target here would be high of day, and we actually ended up coming into 455s on this name. Now, the way I actually ended up scaling on this trade was I took the majority of my position off at this level here. So I got filled around 100 contracts on this trade, and that's why it took a little while to actually get filled on this trade. However, I ended up selling 50 contracts at this pop. This was a fantastic pop for us. Then we got up into 455s. I sold 10 more contracts on this pop here, and then the remainder of the contracts I actually ended up selling when we came back low on this big down close candle at about 958, and that was the entire trade for us. Now, this was a very simple trade that was executed using the previous day high strategy, which I've already broke down on my main channel. If you want a little bit more information on that, you can of course click the link in the description for the free playlist. With this being said, tomorrow I will be giving you guys my full game plan and watch list for next week. So make sure to watch tomorrow's video. It is going to be the exact game plan that I'm going to start giving you every single Saturday of what I'm looking for in the week and how to prepare properly. Other than that, I hope you guys got some value from this video. This was a great way to start off 2026 and our journey to 10 million trading. And with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.